Hello and welcome to Invitation to Puzzles, where today I have for you the puzzle Three Fish by Fish. I wonder why it is called Three Fish. It might be some sort of mysterious reference. It is hard to say. Uh, but this puzzle combines German whispers, so those are those green lines, where adjacent digits on a green line need to differ by at least 5, and black Kropki, which mean one digit is double the other. And I said that like that was it, but there's also white Kropki, which mean that the digits on them are consecutive. Okay, so let's have a go at this. There is a link down in the description if you want to try it, and I will also attempt this puzzle. And I think we can rather kindly start with this very generous string of black dots that need to be 1, 2, 4, 8 in some order. And that's because I just need to be able to double a number 3 times. And so the biggest, or the only way I'm possibly doing that is if I double 1 3 times to get to 8. And now this digit is not a 1, 2, 4, or 8. And so the only other way that you can make a black dot other than those 3 is with a 3, 6. And I will say I've solved this puzzle once before, and I remember this very cool break-in, because the very cool break-in is now this cell sees 1, 2, and 4 from the black dot, and it sees 3, 6 from the box. So this digit is definitely high. And it's going to let us color the fish, because the way that German whispers always work is that you always alternate between high and low all the way around the line. And so we'll mark the high digits. I don't know why I marked that digit. We'll mark the high digits in orange and the low digits in blue. And so that's going to be useful, and it's going to sort out a lot of that. But I want to also note, actually, this white dot is very useful because it lets me transfer the coloring. Because these two digits are consecutive, but neither of them is 5, because you can't put 5 on a German whisper at all. If you try and put 5 on a German whisper, you realize quickly when you try and think what you're going to put next to it that you don't have any options, unless you're doing something like a 16 by 16 German whisper puzzle. Please don't. So if I can't cross 5, then a digit that's consecutive with a low is low. And so that lets me propagate around the whole fish again. I screwed this up somehow, didn't I? Yes, I did. Did I? No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that is the low digits and the high digits for this fish. And now the same argument tells me that this digit is low because, again, it's a low next to a digit on a neither of which is 5. And so unless one of the digits is 5, your consecutive pair is both low. Are both low? Is a pair singular or plural? It's hard to say. Okay, and so we get a bunch of coloring from Go. I should probably take this moment to resolve this and say that this is a 6 and this is a 1 because, well, 3 isn't high and 8 isn't low. So, in fact, actually, I can fill in all of this like that. 6 on a German whispers only goes next to 1. So this is certainly a 1 and that's a 4. Did anyone catch what I did there? I bet a bunch of you did. Did you know that 8 is not 2 times 2? Let's try again with 8 being 2 times 4 instead and see if it goes better this time. 6 is still only 5 away from 1. That part was true. So this is a 2. This digit, funnily enough, just is a 5 because it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, and it sees 6, 7, 8, 9 in the box. So this digit is only 5, which makes this digit the 4 for this, having now done this correctly. These digits are 7, 8, and 9. These are a 1-2 pair just for the column. Okay, what is left for me in this row? Well, I guess here's one point. What digits are actually on this white dot? And so any white dot has one even digit and one odd digit. Well, the even digit's not 4 or 8, and it's also not 2. So the even digit is 6. And even better, I know where the 6 is, because that's not it. So this digit is a 6, which makes this digit a 7. Okay, very nice. Which makes that a 9 over there. That makes these digits this digit for sure also a 1 or a 2, because it's next to a 7 for sure. One of these two digits is a 7, and whichever one of them is a 7, this can't be higher than 2. Okay, so that's the 1, that's the 2. Makes that the 1. Let's see. This digit I should know, it's a 3. So these are a 1, 2. These are an 8, 9. So these are a 6, 7. That's very nice, actually, that sort of flow. And this one can't be a 6, because 6 only goes next to 1, and I can't make both of those 1 simultaneously. So that's a 7, that's a 6. And again, 6 only goes next to 1, so those are both 1s, and that's a 2. Flowing over there. Okay, 1 also consecutive with 2 here, I see. So 1 and a 2. This can't be a 4, because 4 is only next to 9. And this is next to 2 things, so it's just got to be a 3. It's the only low digit available. And this digit now is high, and it's on a black dot, so there's only 2 options, which are 6 and 8. If you look through all the numbers that can go on black dots, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, aka everything that's not 5, 7, or 9. But this digit sees 1, 2, 3, 4, and so 6, 8 are the only available options. But 6 goes with 3 and 8 goes with 4. Well, 8 is a problem. This can't be a 4 because of the 4 in the column. So this is a 3, 6 sort of combination, which makes that a 4. That's a 3 by our previous note about not being 5. Let's see. This digit needs to be an 8 or a 9, but I know which one because 4, which we've just placed on a whisper, only goes next to 9. Although I did have a recent trauma related to not noticing that a 4 was on a whisper, and just left it as being next to an 8 or a 9 that you can probably see evidence of on the channel somewhere. Anyway, so now this is a 7 or 8 that's not a 7, so that's just an 8, and that's a 7. It also wasn't a 7 because of the 3 next to it, because 3 and 7 aren't far enough apart. I didn't see that right away, but what else is new? Okay, so now this 2 needs to go to a 4 over there. Okay, this is a 3 or a 4. And to repeat the theme, and this is a big theme in German Whispers puzzles, this can't be a 4 because it would make both of these 9. So in fact, this is a 3, and it makes these an 8, 9, because those are the only digits that can go next to a 3. And so now this digit is a 7, because it can't be a 6, and it's not an 8 or a 9, so this has to be a 7, making that the 2, because 7 goes next to 1 and 2, and the 8 and the 7 up there, giving the 9 and the 8 over there. Okay, that's a 1 and a 2, so this is a 4. By the column, this is a 1. It's the only low digit left. Okay, this is a 3, 6 sort of black dot because it doesn't have a 1, 2, or a 4 on it. And as the saying goes, one cannot black dot with 8 alone. And so this has to be 3, 6, and this is the 3, and this is the 6. Let's see. This is not 6, 7, or 8, so it is 9, which feels like kind of a waste to have a 9 that's straddled by 2 1s, but sometimes you gotta be wasteful. Let's see. This is a 7 or an 8, and as far as I can tell, it could well be either. Let's see. We've got our 2 other high digits to put in here somewhere. Let's see. 6 is here, I see, by Sudoku. So this digit is high because it's not 5. So that digit is 5, speaking of things that aren't 5. So that's a 7. There is my 9. There is a 5. Quite lovely. Let's see. I need to get a 6 in this row, and it can only go there, making that the ever-menacing 5. And this the ever-vigilant 4. Okay, so that is the 9 for the row. That's the 5 for this row. So that's the 5 for this box. This is the 5 for this box. We've almost finished 5ing. This is the 5 for this box. We have 5'd. So these are both low, owing to this display over here. And they are 1 and 4. And in fact, that one's the 4 and that one's the 1. Let's see. These two digits are both high. They're from 7, 8, 9. And so that one's the 8. That's the 7. That one's the 9. So the 4 doesn't go with 8. The 4 goes with 2. And then this is now a 3 to finish this bit. And now we finished all the clues. So now we've just got to finish our coloring and the puzzle that goes with it. It's orange. There is a blue. There is an orange. And there is an orange. Okay, so 7, 6, 8, 6, 3, 4, 7, 8. And it's a fish puzzle, so we get a fish joke. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish. The perfect fish joke, if ever there was one. All right, that is going to be all for today. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Let me know how you enjoyed that. I really loved the break into that one. So if you solved that, I would love to hear your thoughts as well. And the flow through that was very smooth, and the fish is just, great. All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you all next time. An invitation to puzzles. Bye for now.